In this tutorial, I'll be showing you guys the easiest possible way to make a tycoon in Fortnite. So let's go ahead and get right into it. This is the easiest device ever. Like, you don't need any conditional buttons, you don't need class selectors, you don't need any of that. It's as easy as possible. So the first step is to go into this Discord server UFN scripts. There will be a link in the description or somewhere. Then go into the Tycoon channel and download the player manager verse and the game manager verse. I already downloaded them, so we won't waste any time. You just need to copy them and then go into the UFN and click verse. Then select the folder you want to place them in and paste them like this. So when you paste them, they are already done. You just need to build verse code. When you build everything, you just open the content jar and there you have the game manager. So this is the device that you need to make your tycoon with. When you put all the scripts into verse, you have this game manager into the content jar. You just need to put it on the island and I will show you how it works later on. But first, let's make a tycoon like this. First step is to make a shape, maybe a cube or something, whatever you want. That's gonna be our object. To make it move like this, you just need to click R and you'll be able to transform it like me. Then you click W and just move it so it looks good. Then you make another shape from here. You make a cylinder. Click R again, make it like this. W and put it on the ground. This is gonna be our button. Copy and paste it so it will be duplicated and choose maybe green material. Then resize it so it moves more from the white. And this is gonna be our button for the video. Then we need to add the mutator zone. You just go into the content jar and type mutator zone. So when you type mutator zone, it will show up like this, just placed in the island. Then in here, search for zone shape. It basically makes your mutator zone to be cylinder, not box. It looks better and people do this now very often. Then select both of these, copy paste again, put them in the middle somewhere, click R once again, and make them wide enough so it looks like this. And boom, we have the mutator zone. Then after that, we need to make a trigger and this thing right here that I'll explain how to make. First you go to shape, then on plane, create a plane. Basically this is gonna be our text right here. So how do you make this like this? What it does is that it will follow your camera like this. You see how it's rotating? So in order to do that, you need to go into Google and in Pixlr and type something like claim tycoon or whatever. In our case, I already have the image, so I'm not gonna download it. Then you go into the content jar and make a folder like this, add new folder and name it whatever. I've already made one for the custom props. This is for the prop right there. Material price, and this is the material right here. Basically, to make a material similar to this, you just right click and material, you name it prices. I'll call it prices 2 because I already have prices. Then when you open it, you have it like this. Firstly, you need to import the tycoon picture. You just import it from here and just throw it up here. Then you need to click right button and add sprite. After you add sprite, you need to add constant to vector. Then you click on price and choose translucent. After that, you connect the alpha with the opacity. Basically, alpha is opacity. The RGB to the base color. Then world position offset to the world position offset right here, and then XY scale to this. Then you make the Y to be 113 and this to 143, I think. No, actually 200. Oh my bad, I made it 1000. So now it's like this. So something that I forgot to add is that you need to go into the material before going to the material instance, and you need to click on this, right click, and then go on convert into parameter. Now you just call it whatever, I guess. You need to save it from here, save this asset, then you can just close it. After you've made it, you just drag and drop it on the plane, and boom, you have the texture. Now all you need to do is just place it. Actually, we need to place it on the mutator zone because it's claimed tycoon. Let's say in the middle because it works just like a button. Then we need to add a trigger right here. You just type trigger. There it is. When you place the trigger, you just put it over this little button. Actually, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger because it's too small. Let's say something like this. You put the trigger over it. Then we'll make another image for the button. Let's say by wall, like this. File, export, quick export as PNG, and just we're gonna name it wall. Then open the UEFN. Then go on material price and create material instance. That's gonna be by wall. Import. Then we imported it. You can make a different file for the textures and the material so it won't be that messy, but for the sake of this video, I'll just make it in one folder. Then you open the material instance. When you have this, you just need to open the content drawer, click on random, and choose by wall. Just drag and drop it, and boom, you have the new material instance. Then you just close it, copy paste on this plane, and go here and drop it, and boom, we have this already. So now what we need to do is go onto shape, cube. When you have this cube, click on it, right click, go on scripted actor actions and convert to prop, whatever you choose. I choose wood always. You create a prop, just hide it below the surface if you want. I mean, I would suggest it, but yeah. Then we need this right here, but before that we'll connect everything. So for the mutator zone, we need to connect both of these buttons and the image. Just right click, attach to, click this thing right here and click on the mutator zone. It says pick mutator zone 2, pick it. So now they're joined together like this. Same we need to do is for the trigger. The same thing we need to do is for the trigger. Basically select this both, attach to, but it's gotta be on this. So attach to and pick the trigger, pick trigger 2. Okay. After that, we need to attach whatever we want to be in the In the first level, we need to attach to the first cube. Every cube is one level. Let me add something else, like a house. Okay, what we'll do now when we have this house, I'm just gonna select everything from the walls to the roofs except the interior and everything inside. So we can do like 2 levels to show you exactly how it works. I'm just holding shift when clicking so I can select multiple things. Like this. Just select everything that's exterior. Okay, I think we have everything that's walls and roofs. Yep. I'm also gonna connect all of these things right here. Oopsie. Okay, we have everything that's from the outside. We go down below to the cube, right click, attach to cube. We're also gonna attach this as well. Right button, attach cube. Also, you can make it in folders. In my tycoons, I just make them in folders so it doesn't look messy like this. Then we're gonna make another level for the interior. We're just going custom props and add another cube. Every cube is one level as I said. Like this. So now we need to copy paste everything right here. Except the trigger because we're gonna connect it to a different one. For this level we're gonna have the same picture because I'm not gonna make another one. You already understood how to make a picture. We're just gonna add another trigger. The trigger. Select all of the things except the trigger and attach them to it. Like this. I'm just gonna move this a little bit because it's not centered. Now we're gonna select all of the things inside. I'll be back when I select them. Okay, so I've selected everything in the house. Now I need just to connect it to the second cube. Okay, like this. Then we have, actually I'm gonna put this inside so it looks like a tycoon, not just like a tutorial. Let's say like this. Okay, now we grab the game manager device. We're gonna put it here so it's more convenient for us. I'm gonna rotate it. Okay, now I'm gonna open the details because I don't have them opened. I'm gonna close the outliner. Okay, now COD money is basically the widget that you put here that you see all the money in Fortnite, usually in Tycoons. I'll probably show some examples in the video. So to make a widget, I'm gonna firstly I'm gonna make a folder for it. Widgets. Right click, user interface, widget blueprint. Then you click user widget, call it money. So when you have the widget open, you just need to go onto the canvas panel, drag and drop like this. This is, let's say, the player's screen that you have these green lines. Then you need to drop a UFN text block. In the text block, I'll type money So below money, I'll actually add a line that says money per second. That will show the money per second that the player gets. And that's an option from the Tycoon pack. It's not an optional thing, but if you want, you can add it. Then we need to click sized content, so it's like this. And then you can just place wherever you want. Let's say we want it right here. So when you've done this, you need to go on the panel right here again and put a canvas panel above the money like this. Actually, I'm gonna adjust it a little bit because I didn't place it correctly. Like this. Then you need to select the UFN text block and drop it into the canvas panel like this. Then I'm gonna reset the position like this, so it's on the same place. So when you've done this, you need to go to click on the canvas panel, then go onto clipping and click clip to bounce. That basically hides this thing right here. I haven't adjusted it properly. You need to make space for the numbers as well, like this maybe. Then when you've done this, you need to duplicate this, reset its position. So when you go into the canvas panel, you just need to position it where you have the money per second. Let me just position it properly. It's right about here. Then you go into the text block and position the text like this, money per second. Click the X to move it like this. Then go into the canvas panel once again and make it something like this maybe. And then we have the whole widget thing, compile. Then we have to click on the view bindings. We add a view model. Then we add a view model from right here. Message view model and select. After you've done this, you just need to close it. You don't need it anymore. Then we click view bindings once again. And after that, we click on add widget UFN text block. And so you need to select the first UFN text box. You do it from right here. Just click on the first one, select. Then we go once again here and click on text, select. We go on to the right one and click the first one, UFN hot message thing. Then select text once again and select. Then we have to do it for the other text too. Add widget to UFN text block. Select the second one. Then select text once again. Right here, UFN hot message text, select. And we're done with this. Click compile. Save this asset. And close the widget. So after you've done the widget, you have to go into the content jar and add a hot message device. After you've added it, you go and click on hot widget and select the money. Show for duration. Then when you add the widget, the only thing that you need to customize into the hot message device is the recipient. You do this by going into advanced and message recipient. Go into the triggering player, and that's basically it. Then you click this arrow thing and pick hot message device, and now you have the hot money on your screen. So I'm not even gonna do the not enough money, because it's basically when a player doesn't have enough money to buy the WoW, it just shows up on the screen with the hot message device by the same way. Then we need to add another level, because I added the level for all the things inside. A level ID, let's call it level 2. Unlock after level ID, we just put unlock after level 1 because we use IDs. We use currency default, give money, nothing. Actually, I'm gonna give like 5, I guess, for the example. Parent, I'm gonna add the parent, which is a cube. Boom. Where is my trigger? Trigger. Boom. And now we have the second level. And now I'm gonna push the changes and test the results. We need to go through this mutator zone, claim. And the first mistake we see is that the money is in the center. That is because we didn't put any anchors. They're pretty important because otherwise it's just gonna be on a random space in our screen. So the second mistake that I see here is that we didn't hide the triggers. They should be hidden. It should be only this thing right here. Let's claim and see what happens. It should pop up a white wall here and some of the house. We also should hide this device. Yep, that's the animation that we put, the smooth animation. That's 4 seconds. It's optional. If you don't want it, it can just spawn instantly. And the other thing that we didn't do is the hot message device. There is one setting that is intro and outro. You should customize it a little bit because otherwise it will be like this. I can see it updates money 15, 20, 25. Every time that you get money, it just keeps updating. So yeah, the whole house is now here. As you can see, it worked. But now let's get into UFN and fix all these bugs. By the way, there is a collision on these things, but they're removed instantly, so you shouldn't worry about that. The first thing we're gonna fix is the HUD widget intro and outro. We're just gonna make it none here, so it doesn't pop up every 1 second. On the intro animation, we're gonna put it on none again. Then what else did we have? Oh yeah, we have to hide the triggers. That's easy, visible in game, just disable it. The same with this one. Oops. Visible in game, disable. Now we're gonna go into the widget and fix the anchors. So we're now in the widget settings. To fix this, basically you just need to go into anchors. You on both of these things right here. First on this one, go into anchors and just hold shift as it says here. Just hold shift and click wherever you like. I'm gonna do this right here, and on this one I'm gonna do the same thing. Now they're aligned perfectly. Compile, save. For the HUD message, we're gonna also place it. We're gonna place it bottom left. Just type placement. Bottom center, just custom. And then go on screen anchor and choose whatever you write. I'm just gonna use bottom left because it's the same as the widget that we used. Gonna push changes and I'll be back in a second. When we're in our tycoon, I'm just gonna claim it now. This will pop up right here. That's the money and shit. Like money 0, money per second 0. We're gonna buy the walls. 4 seconds, customized. We're gonna go into the house. As you can see, no decoration, no car, everything. I'm actually gonna go outside to show you. So yeah. So back into UFN, I have to mention something really important that is not available in any other tycoon, and it's really helpful to have, is the currency tab. Let me just close everything else. This is the smooth animation. If I just disable it, it will pop up immediately, as I said. Currencies, when you basically one index is one currency with preview per second and preview, that's money and money per second. The one of the most helpful things in this tycoon is that you can just edit it from the manager and not from the verse. You don't need to open the verse code or anything. You just go right here, and instead of money you can type, let's say, diamonds if you want diamonds and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty useful. You don't need to waste your time going to verse. Also, there are managers. When you add the manager basically means that if you want to have something that gives you money, you can just add it, and manager is gonna give you, one manager is gonna give you like 50 money per second, the other one is gonna give you like 100. So when you add one array of manager, there is a trigger. Basically, that trigger you just added. Amount, that's how much you want to give them. Like, let's say 50 diamonds, you just put 50. And action, you just add subtract or per second. You can make it like subtract, add is just add, and per second it gives them every second 50 diamonds if this is just one time use. So yeah, that's a manager. I'm just gonna remove it. So basically that's the whole game manager. I think it's the best out there in the market. The other ones use class selectors, conditional buttons, and so many more devices. It's not looking really good. Like, we have just to trigger this and that, like these cubes. So yeah, it's not really messy, it's clean, so you don't have to waste your time having like 10 devices on one level. It's really useful. If you haven't understood, player list is just how many players you have on one map. If I have 4, I'll add 4 player lists like this, and everyone has levels. Let's say I have like 10 levels in my map. I just select it 1, 2, and just here I say like first, and unlock after first. So this is gonna unlock after the first one. Actually, no, that's gonna unlock after the level ID 1 because we use level IDs. Level ID 3, unlock after 2, and so on and so on. So yeah, that's basically, there is a lot of optional buttons that you can use, as the reset trigger, smooth animation, and many others, such as the managers. You don't really need them if you don't want to. On the reset trigger as well, it's optional. Also, when you join the Discord server, you have support from this guy Newbie. He answers all of your questions, and also I advise you to join into the Discord server and submit any bugs. As you can see, there are a lot of options, so there can be any bugs. I submitted some as well as many other people. There are also requests. This is the owner of the Elemental Tycoon, a really big guy into the creative map area. Also, there are people like Steno, a professional Fortnite player that uses this Tycoon. Also, there is a Tycoon help channel where the owner of the Tycoon answers all of your questions, books, as I said, and tutorials that will be blurred because I don't want the owner to ban me. They're secret, they're only for the people that get the Tycoon. So yeah, that's basically it. There is also verse help, and yeah, that's basically it. Thank you for watching.